What's the deal, baby? Y'all know this is the big boss. Our boss, Dog K Pro through the dough. Hit the top of this boxing. Just got through my second workout. Sparred early this morning, man. Somebody tried to call me out, so we sparred early this morning, and then I felt good afterwards. So I said, man, let me go work out again. So that's what I'm doing, man. That's what I did. Hit shoulders today. You know what I mean? I did also hit the bag afterwards. I did like 6-7 rounds on the bag. So after I sparred. So that was at like 5-6 this morning. Then, cleaned up. Like, I just had a whole bunch of energy after I sparred. That just let you know how it went. But anyway, today we talking about Jermall Charlo. He fight this Saturday, I believe so. He's fighting Selecki. He's the favorite going into this fight. Let's talk about it. Jermall Charlo, man, he get a lot of hate. A lot of people try to talk about him and try to blame him for not having the career that his brother has. And I don't think it's his fault. You know what I mean? I may be alone in this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that feel like Jermall Charlo is cherry picking and whatever. And I don't feel that way. I mean, he was trying to get a Canelo fight, in which I feel like he's deserving of that. He was the mandatory for Canelo's belt. You see what I'm saying? So that's the fight he wanted. I feel like he was deserving of it, based off of Canelo's opponents. You know what I mean? Jermall Charlo is very qualified. Now, if Canelo was fighting high caliber opponents, then I feel differently. But the opponents that Canelo was fighting hadn't accomplished what Jermall Charlo has accomplished in the sport. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So that's how I looked at it. But yet again, that's my opinion. Of course, Jermall Charlo, I'm picking him to win this fight. I think he's gonna stop Selecki. I think he's gonna make a statement. I feel like he's feeling the pressure of everybody doubting him. So I think he's gonna stop Selecki and make a statement. I think this is the fight where he makes that statement. Although Selecki is not a big name, he wanted the big names, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. He wanted the big names, but he couldn't get them, so he got to go with what he can go with. I don't think there's nothing Selecki could do. I mean, based off what I've seen, this Selecki fought Demetrius Andrade. It wasn't. I'm picking Charlo to control Selecki with the jab. I'm predicting him to stop him with a straight right to the head. I just think it's just. I don't think there's really nothing he can do. You know what I mean? Jermall Charlo is a good fighter. He has skill. He has talent. He just doesn't have those big names on his resume or those moments where he can level up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's going to stop Selecki. It's not even going to be close. I don't think so. I'll be shocked if it's a close fight. But I don't think that he is going to lose to this guy. Now, to address some statements from Oscar De La Hoya coming at Jermall Charlo, telling him he has some balls, I guess, in regards to making a Jaime Munguia fight. Oscar De La Hoya, man, he the king of cap. Like, that's what my kids, me and my kids was talking one day, and my kids say, you the king of cap. Of course, we was joking around, playing around, because I was calling them cap, but basically, that fight was gonna get made. Both Jaime Munguia and Charlo agreed to the terms as far as the purse, as the money, and then Oscar De La Hoya comes in with that DAZN bull crap. So that's why the fight didn't get made. Charlo's just starving for a big fight. You know what I mean? I think, me personally, that Charlo should either fight David Benavidez next, or fight David. My bad, I'm reading something. Fight David Benavidez next, or Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? I think he should move up to 168. That's what I feel like. Fight Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andrade, or David Benavidez. Those are big fights. Golden Boy is not gonna let Jaime Munguia get in there with Charlo. Golden Boy, they like to call out black fighters' names for clout, and then when it's time to negotiate, they back out of it, but then publicly say other stuff. So I don't ever see Charlo getting a fight with Munguia. Triple G's finna fight Canelo. So I don't see Triple G wanting to fight Canelo. Honestly, I feel like Canelo gonna retire Triple G. That's just what I feel. I feel like Canelo gonna stop Triple G. Triple G trying to get one more payday before he leave. So the only thing for Charlo to do is go to 168. You know, there's fights for, like I said, fights up there. He gonna have to just go on the edge of faith. You know what I mean? And go up there and fight Caleb Plant, fight David Benavidez, and see if he can win those fights. All those are tough fights. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Charlo go up there and fight Caleb Plant, I mean, he's moving up to 68. So I don't know how his power will go to 68. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant's a slick fighter at 168. So I don't know how Charlo would deal with that, but that's a good style matchup. You get what I'm saying? That's a 50-50 fight. That's a big fight, too. You know, they could put that on pay-per-view. I don't know who to pick in that one. If Charlo fights David Benavidez, I will favor David Benavidez only because of the fact he's bigger. He's at the weight, and David Benavidez let his hands go. Charlo gonna have to, like, for that fight, he gonna have to, his cardio gotta be through the roof. Because David coming. You know what I mean? That young man coming. He young, too. He like 23, 24 years old. Charlo is like 30, he 32. You know what I'm saying? So, Charlo gonna have to, his cardio he gonna have to train super hard for that fight. You know what I mean? He gonna have to throw more punches in that fight. He gonna have to be accurate. But I think in the David Benavidez fight, if he was to fight David Benavidez, he's gonna have to look to counter David Benavidez. That's what I think, and that's the only way he gonna beat him. You know what I mean? He gonna have to counter him. But in essence, you also gotta let your hands go. So you gotta make him miss, make him pay type thing. You know what I mean? So he gonna have to box David Benavidez. I think if he does that, because that's a weakness I saw in David Benavidez when he fought Andre Dirrell, was that Andre Dirrell was giving him problems because Andre Dirrell was boxing him. You know what I mean? Now, of course, David Benavidez overcame that, and the power was able to, you know, get to Dirrell. And I think the fight was stopped because of a cut or something like that. But the power was still getting to Dirrell. You know what I'm saying? So I think with Charlo, he just gonna, if he fight David Benavidez, he gonna have to box that boy. He got to use that jab and move. You know what I mean? Something that he don't really do. Charlo kind of stands in front of you and looks to counter you by being in front of you. He may move a little bit or move his head, but he's there. You know what I mean? He ain't doing no dancing or, you know, like lateral movement or no slick style. He's there. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna have to look to. If I'm Charlo, I spend a lot of time with Derek James on that. If he gets that fight, you know what I mean? Just so he can learn to sit on his punches more. Ronnie Shields could still be the head trainer, but I will be looking to work with Derek James, so you could be able to just sit on your punches. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing for me, in my opinion, what I feel like Charlo should do. But this is, like I said, this Selecki fight is an easy fight. I don't think Charlo ducking no smoke. I just think that he's had a sense of bad luck, bro. He ain't got a break. It's like he did everything the right way. Let me say that, okay? Because all these people talking about Charlo don't want to fight. I don't believe that. He did everything the right way. He tried to get these fights in the right manner. He tried to go through basically the politics of boxing, the laws of boxing. Hey, fight this guy, you number one mandatory. Okay, not your number one mandatory, you should get this fight. He tried to do it that way, and it didn't work out for him. You know what I mean? So, he even tried to call out Canelo a little bit, tried to call out Triple G, and it didn't happen. You know? So, so I think that what he needs to do is just move up to 68, and I would let go of that WBC belt at 160 and just go to 68 and, you know, try to get a championship up there. Hopefully Canelo gets rid of those belts. If not, he can go up there and, you know, fight to be a number one contender for one of those belts. And he'll be sure he can get a Canelo fight. Because I don't think Canelo going to go to 175 after he just lost to David Bivol. I just don't see that. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about Charlo, what y'all think he should do. Y'all think he ducking? You know, let me know what y'all think, man. Boss go.